Okay, everyone, we've got a special guest today. This is the Chief Ergonomics Officer here all the way from Space Command to make a special presentation about the new bridge redesign you've all been asking for. So, thank you, Captain. One of the complaints we hear most often at Space Command is that the bridge officers whose stations face the outside wall often suffer neck strain, having to turn around to speak to the captain or to look at the view screen. So we've redesigned your bridge using what we're calling the Face Forward Initiative. So, without further ado, here's your new bridge. Gone are the wall-facing stations, and in their place are new forward-facing stations for operations and science sitting here on either side of the captain, and tactical standing right there in the center behind the captain. No more neck strain having to turn to see the view screen, and clearer lines of communication between all bridge officers. Yes, hi, tactical officer here. Did you say standing? Yes, right behind the captain. Just wondering, do I get a chair as well? No, there's no chair at the tactical station. So not even the option to sit down? I mean, my shift is pretty lengthy. How come they get to sit down while I have to stand up? We felt that a standing position for tactical allows you to be more poised, ready for action. Okay, but when we're in the thick of battle and the ship's shaking violently, what am I supposed to do? Just, hold on. But I've got to be firing weapons and monitoring shields, often at a moment's notice. I can't afford to be flying around the bridge just because I don't have a chair. If you'd like, I can get you in touch with our engineering division about your concerns with the inertial dampeners. No, I want a chair. I understand your concerns. But our simulations and focus groups showed 77% satisfaction with the new station and a 12% increase in officer well-being. How do you even measure that? Well, we have several rubrics. Never mind. Does the station at least raise and lower so I can bring in my own chair? It's against policy to bring in outside chairs that don't meet our rigorous ergonomic standards. Not to mention a safety hazard to have furniture that isn't bolted down for when the ship's under attack. Oh, but it's okay for me to be tossed around. No, that's why you'll be holding on. Yeah, and you can also stand with your feet farther apart a little bit to brace yourself. You know how when you're on the subway and all the handholds are taken? I'm sorry, this isn't gonna work for me. I'll stick with the next train if it means I get to at least sit down. Fine. Is this a bad time to ask about seatbelts? Yes!